Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the closing action on the D Street and also help you understand the views from experts to find out what exactly should your strategy be in the run-up to Diwali now, especially when the markets have made a U-turn after those 6 days of a heavy sell-off. Is it time to now start picking up quality stocks? Which are the stocks that you should be investing in? And what do you expect from the upcoming Reliance Industries earnings? All of this coming up in this special edition. Quickly, let's look at how the markets are moving in trade. So the 19,000 mark has been reclaimed. 19,044 is the level at which the Nifty 50 is moving at. A 190 point of a jump. That means almost a 1% surge coming in on the Nifty. Similar points of a move, the similar percentage move on the Nifty Bank as well. 42,695 currently, over 415 points of a move on the upside for the Nifty Bank. Sectorally, the action is pretty positive. All the sectors of the Nifty are up into the green, led by gains coming in on the PSU banking front. 4% of gains coming in on this index. So this has been the sharpest recovery for the PSU banks. They lost a lot and they've recovered most of it as well over the last few days that we saw. Now realty index or the broader market, small caps, mid caps, all of them healthy returns coming in. Autos, oil and gas, IT, everything is moving up in trade. Let's look at the stocks that are actually buzzing the most in trade. So let's look at Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, for example. These are the stocks that are moving up in trade. Of course, Axis Bank, HCL Technologies, Coal India, NTPC, these are the top gainers as well as far as the Nifty gainers are concerned. You also have names such as Adani Enterprises that's now recovered pretty sharply, 2.7% uptick for this one. On the downside, however, there are a lot of stocks as well that are down in trade today on the Nifty 50 as well. Some declines coming in on UPL, for example, SBI Life Insurance, LTI Mindtree, ITC, the heavyweights that are down in trade, Dr. Reddy's and Hindalco, Hero Moto. These are the laggards at this point in time. But Reliance Industries is doing well ahead of its earnings. It's up almost 1% or so at this point in time. So definitely some expectations coming in on this one. Let's get our word in from our expert of the day. Vineet Pulinchkar joins in, Director Research for Ventura Securities. Welcome, sir, and thank you so much for taking the time out. We were discussing about this for 2 or 3 days in a row when you were saying that you do expect the markets to rebound after touching 18,600 odd or so. We've seen a rebound more quickly than anticipated. Your own sense of will this rebound sustain?
Very difficult to say at this point in time. It's purely, I think there was an expiry as of yesterday, and the markets, a lot of the froth in the market would have been done away with. And today we have seen the markets, rebound quite nicely across all the stocks. But I would like to draw your attention to the fact that Maruti, in spite of projecting some stellar numbers, has given off all most of the gains that it had done through intraday, and that is telling you that the market players are still circumspect about this rally taking place. Having said that, we can now rally further if further the steam is there till about 19,200, 250, and only on the upside, if we break out about that zone, can we say that we have hit a good patch. Else, the trend still is down and more of a relief rally, given that yesterday we sold very aggressively into uh,
Sure.
the expiry.
Sure. Let's look at a few earnings that have come about. I wanted to take your views on those stocks as well. Maruti Suzuki, for example, the net profit has zoomed about 80% year on year to 3716 odd crore rupees. It's beat estimates for a lot of analysts on the street. We've also seen that the stock has hit a record high level after these numbers, 10,528 being seen currently. What do you read from the earnings, and would you be bullish at this level?
So, Maruti Suzuki is one of our top picks in the automobile sectors. We believe that, the profits are expected to grow very handsomely over the next 2 to 3 years. And we are seeing the portfolio, average realization per vehicle going up because they are shifting their portfolio largely towards the SUV segment. And over the next couple of years, we will see Maruti launch EV models one every year, and so that will kind of cement its offerings vis-a-vis other players like Tata Motors. So we are quite gung-ho on this stock, and although it's been a slow performer, we believe that this laggard performance will catch up sooner than later with the numbers that it is delivering.
Absolutely. So that's as far as Maruti is concerned. But in the run up to Diwali, what is the strategy that you're recommending to all the investors out there? Are there any particular stocks that you believe are here for a festive cheer right ahead of the peak season?
So, our strategy has been to clear the froth, as we spoke yesterday also. Where you believe that the story is intact, you should be invested there. So, PSU banking is one space that we like. We like the other space being the renewable energy space. And, the thermal stocks like electrification stories. These are some of the themes that we think will persist and outperform the market either on the way up or even down. So we expect a lot of alpha to be generated out here. So these are some of the defensive plus growth stocks that you need to focus on.
Okay. Let's also talk about a few more earnings as we have received from the life insurance pack. SBI Life has reported its numbers. The profit has come in at 380 odd crore rupees versus 377 crore rupees year on year. Not too much of a difference, but the net premium income is now at 20,050 crores versus 16,477 crores year on year. Your own sense of SBI Life from the life insurance basket, is this a stock that you'd be positive on?
Definitely, I think we need to we need to appreciate the distribution network that SBI commands, and the premium growth numbers will continue to be added on, and hence we continue to remain positive as far as SBI Life is concerned.
Okay. Another stock that, of course, everybody is keeping an eye out on is Reliance Industries. The Q2 numbers are slated to come out today. What is your own expectation with respect to Reliance Industries and the various segments that it performs in? And what would you advise investors to do right ahead of the earnings?
I think most of the upside has already been captured into the price. It has broken all key levels, and don't expect much of an outperformance on this stock going ahead. It will be at best inline performance going ahead, and so hence we would recommend investors to either hold on or switch to better opportunities.
Okay, okay, got that. All right, thanks a lot then, Mr. Bulinchkar, for being with us on the show and discussing all these insights. We'll catch up again soon to find out next week as well to see whether the markets are picking up pace right ahead of Diwali as well. Right now, if we speak, the market's holding up to that 188 point of a gain today. Smart recovery, 19,045, a percent uptick for this one. The Nifty Bank also surging by 1.2%. So definitely a very smart rebound. Remains to be seen whether next week we will continue to see green techs, perhaps across the next week as well. Because remember, Mr. Bulinchkar is saying that it's very difficult to say if the U-turn is sustainable on the upside. However, this is a time when you should be very, very choosy and selective about the stocks that you're focusing on in the current market setup. Many thanks for tuning in onto this special edition, but do stay tuned for a whole lot more update from the world of business and stock markets.
As the date of the inauguration of the Grand Ram Temple in Ayodhya has been announced, now Ayodhya is preparing itself in all terms so that the people who will be coming to Ayodhya will get the accommodation. It will also give a boost